I am running on pure adrenaline right now. Perez Hilton here, the original influencer, the queen of all media, and the king of this story. As I have been sharing with you a lot, on Friday night, Justin Baldoni's attorneys filed an amended lawsuit against Betty Boo's boss, Blake Lively. New allegations, more receipts, and an extensive timeline. Let's continue where we left off. Watch my previous videos to be fully caught up. We're getting closer and closer to the film's August release, July 10th, 2024, when, whilst dealing with the Baldoni's mounting PR headaches, Baldoni's publicist, Jennifer Abel, was also dealing with a difficult working relationship with her employer, Stephanie Jones, founder of Jones Works PR. The tension between Jones and Abel reached a tipping point when Jones, whose behavior had become increasingly erratic and hostile, demanded Abel corroborate falsified accusations about a senior Jones Works employee in an effort to drive him out. Oh, shoot. When his publicist refused to go along with it, Jones responded with mockery, calling her a 12-year-old drama queen. As a result, on July 10th, Abel notified Jones of her decision to depart from Jones Works and intention to start her own business. Abel offered a 6-week transition period with an end date of August 23rd and notified her colleagues. Wow, Stephanie Jones sounds like a real piece of work. If you care about her, pause and read all of this. On July 11th, in anticipation of an in-person interview with a national publication that requested to follow him for a day-in-the-life piece, Baldoni reaches out to the post-production house working on It Ends With Us to find a time for him to come in for a few minutes and do a mock coloring session. At the time, the coloring was nearly complete. This was all done in an effort to promote the film and, of course, highlight Baldoni as director. However, when Lively was informed of this fake coloring session, she was incensed and demanded that Sony intervene and stop the interview from happening. Sony obliged, which left Baldoni and team disturbed by Lively's insertion into Baldoni's own marketing and promotional efforts for the film. She is going out of her way. Oh my God. July 15th, Wayfarer, his production company, is informed that Reynolds, her husband, contacted Baldoni's personal agent at WME. During the call, Reynolds escalates his attack on Baldoni's character, calling him a deranged predator. Baldoni's agent relays to Wayfarer that he did his best to reason with Reynolds and challenge the absurd claims, but Reynolds was unwilling to consider any counter-narrative. Reynolds reiterated that Baldoni should not attend the premiere on August 6th, stating no one wants him there. When Baldoni's agent shares this conversation with Baldoni and Heath, both are disturbed by Reynolds' continued efforts to damage Baldoni's reputation within the agency. As if Blake Lively didn't do enough damage, now Ryan Reynolds is hurting him too. July 17th, Baldoni attends Lily Bloom's pop-up shop at the Westfield Century City to promote the film. Following the pop-up, Jones, the nasty boss at the CEO company, contacts Abel, his other publicist, to check in. Abel shares that Baldoni is struggling and under immense pressure. Moreover, Baldoni is dealing with Ryan Reynolds, calling Baldoni's agent and saying what a horrible person Justin is. Here are some receipts for that. And actually, the publicist says that Ryan Reynolds is apparently constantly calling his agent. Could be exaggeration or could be true. July 22nd, Lively, Reynolds, and other members of the film's cast attend the premiere for Deadpool and Wolverine. At the after-party, Wayfarer was informed that Reynolds approached a senior executive at WME, his agency that's also her and her husband's agency, and Reynolds expressed his deep disdain for Baldoni, going as far as to suggest that the agency is working with a sexual predator. July 23rd, Sony informs Wayfarer, the studio financing the premiere and most of the film, that Lively had demanded that Baldoni, Heath, and Wayfarer refrain from attending the New York premiere and threatens a cast-wide boycott if they do. What? His movie, his production company. July 24th, mindful of the potential premiere boycott and not knowing what Lively and Reynolds were planning to do if Baldoni and team attended, his publicist emails the Wayfarer team requesting Lively's November legal letter, correctly assuming that Lively would try to use the letter against Wayfarer. With the letter in hand, Abel intends to draft context for each issue to ensure the team can factually refute any press leaks. Abel emphasizes a reactive strategy, acknowledging its drawbacks, and advises promptly countering any public claims with facts, third-party sources, and if necessary, legal action. Quote, "We will just need to be prescriptive in immediately refuting whatever is made public with facts, third-party sourcing on background, and if necessary, a legal response." Upon receiving Lively's 17-item list, his publicist clarifies that they are demands, not grievances. July 24th, later that morning, at Wayfarer's request, his publicist contacts Jones, the boss, for crisis PR firm recommendations to represent Baldoni. July 25th, Wayfarer receives several crisis PR recommendations, including Melissa Nathan, a veteran in the field. Abel, having previously worked with Nathan, endorses her based on their strong professional relationship. July 25th, Wayfarer meets with Nathan and her firm, the Agency Group. After the introductory call, the Agency Group provided a document detailing their proposed scope of work. July 26th, after extensive consultation and frustration over Reynolds and Lively's ongoing threats, Baldoni and Heath inform Sony that Wayfarer will attend its own premiere. Given Lively's heavy promotion of the film, the likelihood of her boycotting seemed low, and her leverage appeared to be weakening as the event neared, or so they thought. However, Baldoni remained deeply anxious, fearing potential retaliation from Lively and Reynolds simply for attending his own premiere. That same day, an article surfaced about another director facing allegations of inappropriate on-set behavior. Baldoni forwarded the link to Abel, adding his own remarks. "This is the ish I'm sure they want to do. Unnamed sources." It was a story about Francis Ford Coppola. July 26, amid the turmoil surrounding Baldoni and over 2 weeks after submitting her resignation, Abel, his publicist, emailed Jones, her boss, to express gratitude and assure her of no ill will. However, she remained resolute in her decision to leave Jones Works. July 30th, Sony and senior marketing executives inform Heath, his partner, and Abel, his publicist, that Lively has demanded Baldoni conduct his Junket interviews on a different day than hers, further ostracizing Baldoni. Abel pushes back, arguing that this would signal to the press that something was wrong. She was right. Ultimately, Abel is able to find a compromise, and they agree Baldoni would conduct his interviews separately from the rest of the cast at a different hotel, but on the same day. And then, stay tuned for that then. But until then, let me know your thoughts on all we've discussed in this video in the comment section. See you soon.